Hey guys, what's up? My name is Marcy and welcome to Marcy's Hands. What you're looking at right now is a young colony of Lasius Niger, also known as the black garden ant, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. This colony has been risen from a single queen that was captured in June 2018. There are not a lot of workers, however, they have a decent amount of brood, as you can see. They're currently in hibernation and their development has paused until they come out of hibernation during March. So let's learn a bit about these beautiful little ants. First, we're going to be looking at their size. This ant is not polymorphic, meaning you don't get majors or what other people like to call soldier ants. The queen has a size of 8 to 10 millimeters and the workers around 3 to 5 millimeters. They always need to hibernate. I'm doing a little experiment with another Lasius Niger queen and not allowing her to hibernate by having her in high temperatures, but that's just an experiment of mine. Normally they do hibernate and the hibernation period is from October all the way up until March. The ideal temperature for these ants is 27 degrees Celsius. Obviously, like most of the ants, the lower the temperature, the slower the reproduction process, and vice versa. They're not extremely demanding on humidity, however, at an average of 50% humidity for the brood to develop properly. When it comes to feeding them, they're quite interesting ants. When the colony is young, such as this one, they prefer sweet liquids, such as honey water, sugar water, milk, etc. As the colony grows, they'll start to accept little insects. When they're young, the reason they don't like them is because they're just scared of them and they don't want to take any chances. Once they are an adult colony, they'll accept pretty much anything. As in any species, different colonies have different preferences, so you'll have to go trial and error until you find a favorite food for your colony. Finally, their colony type is monogenous, meaning there is only one queen per nest. However, there have been occasions where I've been able to join several queens in the founding stages of the colony. However, when the first nurses are born, they choose a queen and kill the rest. This is called false polygynous. So let's take a look at the distribution map for this species. As you can see, they're mostly distributed throughout the northern hemisphere of the world, being native to the whole of Europe and a big part of Asia. So anyways, back to my colony. This test tube I currently have them in has pretty much dried out, as you can see. So it is time to move them to a new fresh test tube with a new water supply, so let's get to it. I have prepared a new test tube and rolled red cellophane around it so it appears dark for them. If you want to see another way you can move the ants, check the video on the top right corner right about now. Anyway, so I just attached the new test tube to the old one using a flexible tube, and that's about it. You have to shine a bright light at them to encourage them to look for a more suitable home, but yeah, that's as much as we can do. Now it's just a waiting game. In the long term, you can actually get Lasius Niger to get used to some light by placing them in an illuminated room. Don't put them in direct sunlight, obviously, because that will make them uncomfortable and not make your colony grow. They can eventually end up dying. However, this colony has been for the most part in a closed box with no light at all, so I doubt they'll be long before they decide to move. No more talking, let's speed things up. So now they finally have moved completely into the new test tube. So now ideally what you want to do is just keep them in a quiet, vibration-free place so that they feel as comfortable as possible into their new home. But before we do that, I want to show you a closer look at this cute little ants. So everyone, just sit back, relax, and as I usually do in my videos, I'll just put some chill music and you guys see a more personal view with the ants. I actually fed them some sugar water so that we could get some cool shots in, but they didn't really pay too much attention to it. I guess it's normal since they're actually in hibernation period. You can't really expect them to feed on anything. However, once they get out of hibernation, they will need a lot of feeding so that they can recover their strength. Alright guys, so this is pretty much it for this video. I hope you learned something and decided whether or not this species of ant suits your interests. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. I hope you all enjoyed this Christmas holidays and are looking forward for a happy new year. See you guys in the next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.